Now entering Nerdist.com.
You made it weird, you made it weird, you made it weird, oh yeah. You made it weird, you made it weird, yes you did, you made it weird, oh yeah.
You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes.
Yes you did.
What's happening, weirdos? This is an exciting time. The pilot for TBS has been picked up, and I'm thrilled. And I just want to say again, I said this last episode, but thank you for all the Facebookies and the tweetsies and everything. It's been awesome, the outpouring of love and support and enthusiasm, and I'm very grateful. This is a wonderful episode. This is a live episode that we did in Vancouver, which is in Canada, I found out. It's a lovely town. We had a great time, wonderful guests, and it was just a white wine-infused hoot. And I'm happy to share it with you. No real announcements. Gilda's Laugh Fest is coming up in Grand Rapids, Michigan. I'm not sure if the shows are sold out, but if they're not, love to see some Michigan weirdos out there. And other than that, Amazon, one way to support the show. Click on the banner at Nerdist.com and shop for things that you would get on Amazon, and then we'll get a portion of the proceeds somehow. And then also YouMadeItWeird.com for t-shirts. The donation button is there if you're feeling nasty. And, You Made It Movies just did Almost Famous with Doug Benson. That's our 5th episode, I think. We got There Will Be Blood, Jesse James, all these things where you listen to the podcast while you watch the movie. It's like we're hanging out. Someone tweeted, they were like, is this supposed to simulate that we're friends? And I was like, exactly. And it's a lot of fun. They're funny. They're interesting, I hope. And get a You Made It Movies. That's a great way to support the show directly. That's it. Enough plugs. Let's go to Vancouver. You want to go to Vancouver with me? Let's go right now. Like an old vaudeville gag. Hi, everyone. Hi, Dr. Nick. I didn't know you were so. I didn't know you were so low. You're so low. It's worse for me. Once Andy Kindler gets out, it'll be just right. Roasting Kindler before he's even out. Okay, all right. That's the kind of crowd I want. That's the kind of crowd, dare I say, I need you to be, dare I say. I'm only playing to the front because it just turns into amorphous darkness back there. How deep does it go? Back row, clap. I can't tell. It's like dropping a stone in a well. I can't tell how deep this room is. It's terrifying. Where did the stand go? No, leave it down there. What are you, Legolas walking on the snow? That was terrifying. A lesser comedian would have said ninja. I made it current. 10 years ago, current. Well, that's pretty fast. 0 to laser right up top. And really, whoa, thank you. Oh, thanks for being here. No, that's okay. This room is weird. Those bars look fake. It looks like the FBI set up a bar. Doesn't it look like we need to, Vinny the Squid's coming by? So, yeah, I don't know, blue lights. Muscly bartender. That's you, good looking. Okay, we're having fun. You ever point to a man and go, that's you, good looking, and he's not sure if you're talking to him? That just happened to me. So this is great. My eyes will adjust and I'll find you in time. It's so weird that I'm holding this. Somebody was like, yes. Participate with the show however you see fit. It's weird that I'm holding this bottle of wine. Yes, it is. Indeed it is. Well, we're going to have a wonderful show. Up top, there aren't usually questions, but does anybody have a question? Oh, this is not... Thanks for asking. Our sponsor today is Oyster Bay. I thought it said oyster balls. I really did. I don't know. They just gave it to me backstage. I told them it was important. You're not allowed to drink on stage here. But I told them it was an important part of the theatricality of the show. So that is important. Yeah, I agree with you. So thanks for being here. Early show, 7 o'clock. What kind of wine? Only question. That's fine. Slept till 3. What am I supposed to do in Vancouver? It looks like Mega City 1. What are we doing here? Does anybody get a Judge Dredd reference right off the bat? I just thought it was going to look like Montreal and be all kind of Frenchy, but it's more like Hong Kong. Doesn't it feel like they're filming The Raid here? What is happening? What level of the building are we on? That movie reminds me of how we're all going to die. So many people die in it. So it's really telling. Anyway, so I don't know. What am I supposed to do in the Couve? Get stoned and go in a helicopter. The guy who owns a medical weed shop and a helicopter license. I don't know. Maybe get a beautiful helicopter ride. And he just has flyers. Do you really have eat sushi? I did that. I did do that. I did have some sushi. Yoga? Are you Dalzim? Are you about to light me on fire? Are you... So that was so fucking funny. I really wanted more people to laugh at that. She just goes, yoga, fire, and then I'm dead. I'm leaving. I'm done. I leave at 3:30 this morning. It's terrible. Jesus, Mormon Jesus. It's really sad, but it's going to be a great show. So this is going to be a great show, and the way it works is I'm going to walk over there, we'll play the theme song, and I'll come back and we'll start the show. But let me say this. How about a round of applause for yourselves? This is amazing. It's 7 o'clock in the middle of a festival, and you came out, and I really appreciate it. So I'm going to go over here, and then we'll start the show. I'll just be right here. Hi, Kindler. I made fun of you.
Don't worry, I won't pipe up yet.
Oh, not going to oversaturate.
You made it weird.
There it is.
You made it weird. You made it weird. Oh yeah. You made it weird. You made it weird. Yes, you did. You made it weird. Oh yeah.
You Made It Weird with Pete Holmes.
Yes, you did.
Hello, Vancouver. Hello. There you are. Oh. So I have to come to the live show. Nobody knows why that's funny unless everybody will be listening to that and have no idea why that's funny. Oh, I get 2 microphones. Well, hey, keep it down, okay? You'll be up in a minute, Andrew Kindler. Don't fucking sharpshoot me, you son of a bitch. I will throw you into a well. I don't know if I wrote these today, and they are the worst Gamefly games I've ever written. These are the worst. These are the worst. Are you ready for the worst Gamefly ad I've ever written? I tried really hard. I did not phone this in, but we've done so many. I can't tell you. If you type into my Google anything, it'll just go top 100 arcade games of all time. That's all it is. And this is what I came up with. So this may be the last Gamefly one. No, I know. We'll always do them. They'll just get worse and worse and worse and worse. I don't know if you know this. We are brought to you by Gamefly. Haven't seen a cent from them, but we continue to promote them. Gamefly, they do have every single game. They have every game there is. They have Area 51. That's a real game. They have the less exciting Area 52. It's just the cafeteria for Area 51. There's stuff to shoot, watermelons. NBA Jam, that's a real game. NBA Jam Martin Edition. It's, anybody want to guess? NBA Damn Gina. Oh, I hope someone at home is laughing because it didn't do that well live. There's a new hip-hop music game. It's also merged with a monster game. It's called Rampage Against the Machine. I told you these were bad. I really want you to laugh at them, though. Rampage Against the Machine? That's not terrible. Whoa, I think that was real, and that's what made that scarier, that laugh. There's a game where you jump on colored cubes to cheesy lounge music. It's called Q-Bert Bacharach. New for Kinect, it's the Polish Kama Sutra. Also released under the name Pole Position. It's the best one. That's the best one. We're not done yet. Burger Time, that's a real game. Burger Time 2, Obesity Epidemic. Burger Time 3, seriously, put the burgers down. We're worried about you, Heath. Lego Birth of a Nation, that's available now. Couple film buffs. And we do it every time we're in Canada. Grand Theft Auto Canada, sure, you can borrow it. There you go. There you go. All right, you guys are great. I can't believe it's early, and you guys are awesome for coming out. We have awesome guests, some of whom have been tipped already, but they'll be out later. This first guy coming to the stage, one of my favorite guys. We've toured around all over, and his name is Mark Norman. Mark Norman, get up here. You son of a bitch. Here, sit here with me.
Wow. Boy, that's close.
It is close.
Jesus, God.
Your mic's not on. Oh, we are so close.
Is this on there, Caleb? I'll tell you.
Is it on? Huh.
Hello? There we go. All right.
You know, Mark, I called you about coming to the show,
Yeah.
and you answered the phone, and you were winded.
Oh, yeah.
And I thought you were doing a bit. You said, how did you phrase it? You said, I'm in the middle of a jack session.
I think I said I'm jerking it.
Now, I call you, and you're a comedian, and you're a funny guy. I assume you're kidding, but then I very quickly said, are you kidding? And now I remember what you did said. You say, no, I'm not kidding. I got some brazzers going.
Oh, yeah. It's a good one, right? A lot of anal, though, which I'm not crazy about. But, you know.
You don't like the anal?
No, it's a speed bump. It's in the...
That's a good way to refer to it. It's like, it's time to take this relationship over the speed bump.
Right. But it's everywhere. You can't avoid it now. It's just anal.
Well, people are dying for the anal.
Why? What's...
No, I understand. It kind of throws me out of it a little bit.
Yeah.
You ever get confused? You don't know where it's going?
Yes. I've had that during sex. You're like... You're like, oh, I'm in. This is great. You're fucking the ass crack and the bed. You know? You've been there, right?
You're fucking the ass crack and the bed.
Yes. I fuck a lot of fat ladies. Oh, wow. This guy just winked at me. I don't know why.
That's the guy that wants to sell you a helicopter ride. Don't trust him. Do not trust him.
Oh, yeah.
Did you finish her off?
The Brazzers?
The whole sesh.
Oh, of course. Well, you can't not finish.
I don't know. I mean, you talked to me for like 3 minutes. I'm assuming you didn't remain erect the whole time.
Yeah, come on.
Were you peeking at it in the corner of the eye? This is not prepared. This did just happen.
The weirdest thing is I had a You Made It Weird going the whole time. So, yeah.
You do listen to the show.
I like a podcast.
I'm flattered. You'll always text me. You always interpret them as worse, not like quality, but like more awkward than I always think they are.
Oh, yeah, they're brutal.
You'll be like, that exactly.
I don't know how you do it. You got to sit there with those guys all day or all session? That's crazy.
I don't know. You said you thought it was awkward when Bronger did it, and you were like, he called me out for not hanging out or ever wanting to see him and stuff.
Yeah, you called him out, or he called you out, and he was very sad about it. And you kind of just were like, I like you, don't worry. So, Gamefly. Yeah.
Why don't we always do these in spinny seats? When somebody has laser, you just do a spin. You have so much laser. You're one of the funniest people ever. What time do you belong in, though?
Huh?
It's not this time.
I'm the New York time zone.
No, I mean, what era?
I didn't catch that.
What decade?
I like the 80s. No, that's when I grew up. No, I don't know. The 90s were good.
No, I just, I can't be the only person to tell you this. You have like an old-timey feel. I feel like if I saw you drunk, I'd be like, you made it in your bathtub or something.
Well,
you feel like you know the Charleston.
Oh, right.
You feel like you buy a girlfriend a big feathery hat on the third date.
This is all good now. I'm waiting until you get to segregation.
Do a spin. It feels good. Do it. Let's give it a try.
I don't feel
Joy
right.
is waiting for you. Look. Yeah.
I can't do it. Can't do it.
Yeah. Oh,
on.
God, I feel dizzy.
But, the you've been in the hotel a couple days. I'm sure you rubbed a cup.
You know, normally on the road I would rub a cup. Today I would have rubbed four cups, which is 8. No, that's not true. But no, for some reason I didn't. Sometimes people that listen to the show, and you probably know this, I'm interested in seeing what happens when I don't.
Oh, or like a boxer.
Like a boxer. Yeah, like Rocky.
They
exactly.
do that. Yeah.
Sometimes I feel like I have better sets and life if I'm a little bit horny.
Really? I'm the opposite. I touch stuff. I just
You're a monster.
fuck that girl up front, you know.
Wait, are you doing that to someone?
Oh, yeah.
It looks like you're Darth Vader giving someone a hand job. That was laser. I don't know.
It's a big cock. But yeah, I don't know. I got to get it out of me. It's the devil's
No, I
seed.
understand. I have a new bit about that where I say I jerk off because I'm a decent person. Because like if you don't, you're just like constantly.
Right, yeah.
I don't want to jerk off. It's humiliating. I do it so I can be amongst you all.
Yes.
So that's kind of valid. But you don't ever find it's kind of fun to be sassy, Mark Norman, and you go up on stage and you just kind of feel it a little bit more?
I guess so. I don't equate it to horniness, though.
No?
For me, they're not one and the same. I think I'm better clear-headed. Yes.
Healed.
Even Steven. That's
You don't
me.
want to be... Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you do a show and it's on your mind that you were like, I'd like to have sex or something, or meet somebody or whatever, you'll have the worst set of your life. You know what I mean? Like if you're focused on anything other than...
Oh, yeah, totally.
Or eat a big meal, or it doesn't matter. If you're out of that moment, I think you're fucked.
You know,
or
it's
if
the
you
worst.
want to fuck a meal.
You know, Ruben seems... All right. No, but, you know, if you...
That was a beautiful moment because the crowd really betrayed me on that fuck a meal joke.
Don't worry, I picked
felt
it up.
them throw it in reverse, and they were screeching towards a cliff to kill themselves. And you, my friend, said, I feel like a Reuben. And I pictured the black guy from American Idol. And he's eating a Reuben.
Yeah, he always is.
Guy's name it's not even Reuben. He
No.
just loves those sandwiches.
But I would argue that everybody raves about hotel sex. I would argue that hotel rub is better.
Why?
Well, you got a ton of towels. Yeah, it's all towels.
So many towels.
So many towels.
You can have a different hand towel. That's a question. We could buy hand towels. We're men.
Nah, not gonna do it. I'm not gonna buy a hand towel. Come on.
But when I go in a hotel, I go, oh, fancy.
Yeah.
It's like a little Smurf towel.
Right.
Little Smurf beach towel, and I use it to clean up everything.
Exactly. At my house, I have one towel, and when I get to a hotel, if I'm down to 4, I'm like, oh fuck. Oh jeez. Time's running out.
I asked your friend Matt Ruby weird
Oh,
things
boy.
about you. Let's do a speed round.
By the way, that's a great plug for him. He needed that.
What, Matt Ruby?
Oh yeah, he's gonna love that credit.
You mean sandpaper suit?
Hey, there you go. Keep going, baby.
He's the one who told me about Joseph Campbell. I'm always in his debt.
Joseph Campbell.
The Power of Myth.
Oh, the book.
Yeah,
Oh,
or
okay.
the DVD if you're me. Not reading books, Mark.
I'm an audiobook guy.
I'm an audiobook guy, too.
It's the best.
It's like a treadmill. You can't stop.
Right.
A book, you're like, the letter T looks like a cross. Was Jesus real? And you just look out the window for 20 minutes. Audiobook, the guy's like, I'm going whether you're with me or not.
Right.
That's also why I like treadmills. You can't stop running.
Well, there's a stop button.
That's the quit button, Mark.
Oh.
It's either a treadmill or I'm not exercising or, release the cougars.
What does that mean?
Older women chasing
Yeah.
me. Why are we the best for each other?
That would be
I'm
fun. I love
enjoying
cougars.
this.
But what do you got on the list there?
You lie a lot. You're a big liar.
Yeah, I wasn't really jerking when you called.
No, is that true?
No, that was a lie right now.
Couple jerks.
Yeah, I was jerking. But no, I guess
When's the
I
last
lie a
time you
lot.
humped the bed? You ever do that when you were little?
I did it all the time. I would put a piece of a plastic bag, vegetable oil, cushion smash.
Whoa! What?
Is this just going to be about jerk? We have
No, I love this.
life and love and
Vegetable
philosophy. and
oil?
We can talk about religion and race and love. We're going into
Oh, well, finish your strategy.
this. All right, okay, basically, when the parents were gone, you had the whole couch. You put a porn on behind you so you get the noises, and then you put the bag down, vegetable oil in the bag, little pressure, knees, Good time.
So you get the noises?
Yes, you want to hear her. By the way, Pete's standing with a semi right now. I don't know if you can see that.
That's not a semi. That's all the way.
Oh, wow.
That is incredible.
Oh, yeah. I was pretty big. I mean, it's all you had as a kid.
Wow. Back when we were all jerking it in the family room.
Yeah. Yeah. The worst-
Remember? If you're 30, you remember when we were all jerking in the family room.
Oh, yeah.
Humiliating. I've never ejected so fast.
Oh, yeah. The worst part is when you're watching, Jeopardy with the family later on that couch. Yeah.
You're sitting on my girlfriend right now. Very funny. Well, let's talk about race, because one of my favorite bits of yours is would you do it a little bit? No, I'll do it for you.
You do it.
I don't give a shit.
You do it.
Here's the thing. Mark's theory about this bit is that it doesn't work. And it's every comedian I know's favorite bit of yours.
Oh, really?
Yes, but so I'm going to put it to this crowd to be the crowd to appreciate it.
All right.
And I know you're going to get a little tense because it's the Couve and we're pretty PC here. But I want you to know you're in a special conversation right now.
Yes, let loose. Open your minds.
Go ahead. Relax your assholes. Relax them.
Right. It's
I
funny.
just mean if they're tense. If they're not tense, don't relax them because,
Yeah. You'll poo.
you'll...
Yeah. But
You never leave me hanging, man.
No, I'm right here, baby.
You say you feel like, as slurs go,
Yeah.
Chinaman
Yes.
is the least offensive.
Of course. It's
Because
gentle.
it's a man from China.
Not so bad. Look at that. Yeah.
Fuck every audience. This is the best bit. They get it.
Yeah, 'cause-
Not so bad.
Right.
China man.
Right. If you said Africa man, you wouldn't be like, what the hell was that? You'd be like, yes, he is a man from Africa.
Japan man. Even
Japan
more
man.
fun. He's a Japan man.
Sounds like a superhero. Yeah? Terrible powers. He can make rice and,
I was trying to think of what the powers were too.
But continue. This is going well.
I know. It's going great. I want to redeem... This is a segment we call Redeem the Bit.
Oh, all right. Is this new?
I just made that up.
All right.
And then you go, if you ask me, the names of Chinese restaurants make better slurs than Chinaman. Then listen to what this fucking comic genius says.
Ah, boy.
You know who can't drive? These Panda Kings. You should give him a standing ovation right now.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, thank you. All right. That's what that joke deserves.
Oh, wow. Well,
Everyone loves that bit.
I wish people on the road could hear that. I've been booed. Everybody hates that joke. That was so nice. Thank you.
Would you
And there's more.
do the next? I don't know the next part.
Boy. Can't drive these Panda Kings.
You know how often I say that to myself?
Oh, jeez. And listen to this.
Not when I see an Asian who can't drive.
Are there any Asians here, by the way?
Someone said no. She surveyed the audience. I don't like it when they're around.
Oh, there's one. Here we go.
Oh, you found one.
You're going to have to leave, ma'am.
What is the
The
next
next
one?
one is the Panda Kings, and I say, and listen to this, one of those golden noodles just moved to my apartment building. Oh, yeah. It goes on and on and on with like 10 of them, and, the more I do, the more pissed the audience get. But it's a joke about how silly slurs are,
Yes!
That's the joke. It's not, I don't hate Asians.
No one.
Hates Asians. Well, I don't know, You see what I'm saying.
Golden noodle
Golden
moved
noodle.
into my apartment building.
Yeah, they're one big happy family. All right. Oh, boy.
What is that?
When I'm doing well, I ride a bike home. It's not a good radio joke because people can't see it at home.
I understand.
This is the radio, right? All right.
We broadcast over ham radio.
All those trucker fans.
Yeah, that's true. Well, Mark Norman, did you ever see a hooker?
Here? What do you mean?
You have to ask where?
I mean,
There's
see
been
hookers all the
other
time.
hookers.
I went to Gastown.
What's
Yeah.
Gastown?
Oh, it's Hookerville. No, we actually went to Orange 5 or whatever. Maroon 5, whatever it's called. Yeah, that was fun.
What is it called?
It's a strip club. Number 5 Orange.
Number 5 Orange,
Yeah.
and you thought it was Maroon 5?
It's a weird name. I don't know why it's called that.
Maroon. What is it? I already forgot.
See?
Number 5 orange.
That's it.
Macaroon 5.
There you go. Not bad.
It's a Butler cover band of Maroon 5. I feel like butlers are always bringing macaroons.
Yeah. He's sentenced to be your butler. All right.
We'll go to that when
We'll
Joe's
get
out
to
here.
that later,
Why
yeah.
don't we bring out the next guest?
Please.
I want you to stay here. I want you to be the co-host
I'll hang back.
you're
There's
you're
no
the funniest.
Back, though. I wish there was a back.
I'm sorry.
All right.
Do you want some white wine?
I got a beer, but I'll hit you later.
Beer.
Sorry.
For
madam.
pussies.
Yeah. What are you, a real housewife?
Basketball wife.
Ah, gotcha.
Mark Norman, everybody.
Hey,
Clap for the
all right.
genius of Mark Norman. I'm going to pour more wine. Would you bring the next guest up?
Love to. I think, this next gal, super funny. We've been working all week together. She's killing it. She just did Letterman. You're going to love her. The old beanpole herself. Give it up for Miss Carmen Lynch, everybody. Come on. Yeah. Get in here, String Bean.
Hi.
Are we okay with that? We can call you String Bean?
He calls me that. He has a new nickname for me every day, so that's not the worst one.
Stretch, olive oil, whatever you like.
You call her Stretch and
Yeah.
Olive. Knowing what you do with oil, you shouldn't tell that.
Speaking of, that was a stretch. Speaking of which.
Jesus Christ! I shot an arrow into you and thought you were dead for sure, and you did that badass orc thing, pushed the thing in deeper, and then killed me with my own sword.
LASIK. That was LASIK.
It was... You were so laser, you're correcting people's vision. That's how fucking laser you are.
About her.
I know, Carmen. We were hanging out kind of for the first time.
Yeah,
we've
somebody asked me to do this yesterday. Thank you.
Is that true?
Yeah.
I thought... I was my understanding you were booked a while ago.
Okay, sure. This is getting weird.
But I mean, we've never really hung out.
No.
But we hung out last night.
We did.
And then I was laughing at you.
At me, not with me.
No, in the best of ways. And you said that sometimes people just laugh at you because, you're kind of cartoony.
Oh, yeah, you called me a cartoon.
Was that...
Olive oil, cartoon.
It's kind of...
Oh, sorry.
Yours is a step from mine. Olive oil is a cartoon.
Right.
But you are kind of cartoony. Do you get that a lot?
I get a really bad one, and I feel like I have to tell you what it is now.
Yeah.
What is it?
Mr. Bean.
Oh, that's gold.
If Mark likes it, you
This
know
is
it's...
audio, so I don't care.
Yeah, Google image search Mr. Bean, and you'll get it. That is terrifying. I'm sorry about that.
He was pretty successful. It's okay.
Yeah.
People call me Teenage Tony Robbins.
I can see that.
Oh, yeah.
Stay Puffed Mormon. These are all...
Oh, that's a great one.
So we were hanging out in your cartooning. I actually thought you were the voice of the daughter in The Incredibles.
That's funny. I've gotten that before.
Is that right?
Yeah.
I
The
definitely-
girl who turns invisible, and her hair is always like that.
Yeah. Oh my God, she's here now. And she can do force fields, so they kind of
pretty
added
cool.
that for no reason.
Not bad.
Do you have any superpowers?
Do I have any superpowers?
Did you guys fuck last night? What kind of cartoon was this, huh? Jesus Christ. Shh. I'm right in the middle here.
Did you ever masturbate in the family room?
Downstairs in the basement, I did.
Yeah! Candlesticks?
No, I just always had the sheets over my head. That's it.
Are you Jewish?
No, I'm Catholic, but
I mean, that one's really funny.
I always felt like God was watching.
that one.
So,
Oh, you would do it to hide from God?
yeah.
Whoa.
He sees everything.
That's weird.
He can't see through a good 1,000 thread count. Created the world. Same monster loophole when you're afraid of monsters. Mm-hmm. You know
Same
what I mean?
thing. Yeah.
You don't want to like a renegade foot out.
Right.
That's what the monster will go to.
if I'm afraid of monsters or I masturbate, it's pretty much the same.
A lot of screaming.
I'm very interested that you would cover yourself for fear that God would see you masturbating.
Well, I grew up very Catholic. Like, I didn't lose my virginity until I was almost 21.
Really? That's when I lost my virginity.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh.
I had to go to an Applebee's and get an apple teeny to loosen up. When you're a waiter at Applebee's, you never know what act you're assisting.
Yeah.
You know
Mine
what I
was
mean?
horrible, though. Was yours good?
No. No, it wasn't good at all. It was so bad.
We had a guest room, and nobody ever went in there, so...
Wait, you fucked in your parents' house?
In my parents' house, in the guest room.
When you were 21?
Almost 21, I was 20. Does that help?
Why were you at your parents' house?
Because I was home for the holidays.
Which holiday?
Spring, I don't know.
Don't say Martin Luther King Day.
I think it was the summer. He wasn't a black guy. It was the summertime.
It was the summertime.
Yeah, it's so forgettable. I can't even remember.
Do you remember how long it... everybody here, which is weird, knows that it was 6 pumps for me.
That's not bad.
It's
For the first time?
For the first time, yeah.
Yeah, here's something they were kind of like, it was like a semi-boner. It was like barely there. You ever come kind of flaccid? It's really...
Yeah. It dribbles out like a leaky faucet. Oh, yeah.
Wow. It's not every episode I'm uncomfortable. So six not good pumps. Nobody was...
That's good for the first time.
You think so?
Yes.
What happened? Was it the dude's first time?
It was his second time. Well, his second person. I don't know how many times he done it, but it seemed like it was his first time. Yeah.
First name?
Travis.
Ooh, white trash.
He's
White
white.
trash name.
Travis.
Yeah.
Yeah, we worked on this is so embarrassing. We worked on like a fruit farm together.
Looking at all these fruits is giving me an idea. Oh, Travis.
Yeah, I was in Virginia and we picked out apples and shit. Yeah.
You were in Virginia?
Yeah.
Not for long.
That's pretty good.
Thank you very kindly. So you're in Virginia. You're working at a fruit stand with Travis.
Yeah.
And was he your boyfriend?
He lived in a different state. He was just there for the summer. And he looked like, do you really want to know? He looked like Dylan from 90210.
Ooh, Luke Perry. Yeah, all right.
And I wanted to have sex with him, so I figured that was probably the closest I'd ever get to Dylan.
Yeah. Dare I say good choice. But his soulmate is Kelly, so.
Yeah.
I don't know if you remember, he did go to a shaman and learn that in a dream sequence. But then she married Brandon, so go on.
You went somewhere else there for a second.
I really did. I was big into 90210.
What questions do you have on your list for me? I'm
Ooh.
curious.
Are you done with this topic? All
With
I have
Travis.
is Travis's dick. You wear a mouth guard.
I do.
Is that true?
That is true. I actually, I don't usually bring it on trips, but for some reason I brought it here to this one.
What is it? It's because you grind your teeth?
No, it's, oh my God, I'm like telling you so much. I bite my tongue.
You bite your tongue while you're sleeping?
Yeah,
Oh, God.
I know.
And it bleeds?
No, but it forms these like little,
Cankers?
yeah.
What?
You don't get those?
Like canker sores.
Yeah, on the tongue.
Well, it's not, they're just like bumps and you have to get them like surgically removed
With a
because they
laser?
cause cancer. It's horrible. Yeah.
Wow, I didn't. Oh, jeez. I didn't know
And
that.
so, no, I'm serious. And so the first time it happened, it's the most excruciating pain for someone to like chop a piece of your tongue off.
Ooh.
Yeah. And then they gave me a mouth guard, and he's like, and then I don't wear it for a year because I'm like, this is horrible. I wake up, it's on the floor. Like, I don't want to wear this.
Does it mess with your dreams? Do you dream that you like have something in your mouth and stuff?
Yeah, no.
That is not what I meant. Is Luke Perry showing up in any of these dreams?
Just about to
He
say
shows up in a mouth guard. It's great. No, and then I didn't wear it for a year, and it happened again. So I had to have more surgery.
Why does it? Can't they put your tongue under? Like, can't they put it on a little tongue bed and like give it anesthesia, have it lick from 100 backwards? That was a stretch. I admit that one was a stretch.
That sounds like a lot of work. No.
Why does it hurt to do surgery on your tongue? Can't you get an injection?
Do you ever bite your tongue when you're eating?
Yeah.
It's like that all the time. Like it's a long, it's horrible. So now I'm like, I have to wear this. Or I'm going to wake up one day with no tongue.
I'm sorry to hear this. How are we cleaning it? Efferdent?
Yes. Yeah, one of those, Efferdent.
That's one of the questions I have. Efferdent? Question mark.
Really? That's all you came up with?
That's all I got. Oh, and you're a Spaniard, which sounds like a slur. Spaniard is worse than Chinaman.
Yes, it is.
These two Spaniards
You're
come
right.
in.
Also, gook is bad.
Gook. Gook is bad.
Oh, I thought we were going in the
Can
order.
I tell you, this has happened to me twice. When I was younger, I didn't know that many slurs. I learned them late in life. And one of them
That's a sign of a good childhood.
Right?
Yeah.
I didn't know that spook, I'm sorry, I didn't know spook was one. And my friend lived in a black neighborhood, but it happened to be a black neighborhood that was also like a terrible neighborhood. And I was like, let's not meet in Josh's neighborhood. It's all spooky.
Oh.
I just meant terrifying.
Oh, that's a good one.
And then one time I was telling a story about a black flight attendant, and I was like, and he's gay, and I was like, I don't mean to, it's important in the story, I just call a spade, is what I said. I didn't know spade was a slur. Is anything safe? Coon? I love raccoons. So Spaniard is okay, though.
I think it's fine. I think it's good.
It sounds bad.
It sounds weird.
I think stretch sounds worse than Spaniard.
What does?
Stretch.
Oh,
Stretch,
boy.
that's true.
All right, I'll just start calling you Spaniard then.
Are you using the vosotros?
Not usually, no.
We learned that stupid form for you guys. Didn't we?
The usted.
No, usted's everybody.
Ustedes. Oh, yeah.
Vosotros.
Oh,
we're the only ones who use it. You're right.
Yeah, the other ones.
Yeah,
The
and I
rest-
talk with a lisp, too.
Yeah, you have to have the lisp. Have you been to Barcelona?
Mi familia es de Barcelona.
Todo el tiempo?
¿Todo el tiempo?
¿Sí?
Sí.
Tú repita la pregunta a mí que yo pregunta a tú.
This is as good as the Spanish channel. It really is.
Do you speak Spanish?
Yes.
See? Yeah, a real Spanish speaker would say sí. But didn't you tell me that you get in trouble with Latino shows because they say you're not
Well,
Latino?
no, actually, that only happened one time. I did a Latino show, and they got mad that I wasn't actually Latino.
See, I'm so confused by that. What is that?
They were like, your skin is so white. Why would you be Spanish? And then I spoke in Spanish, and he was still pissed off that I was from Spain.
What did you just say?
He was angry that I was from Spain.
Yes.
I know those types. Sorry.
And then we were talking about this in the car, and you just go, so what's a cholo?
Yeah, what is that?
That's not a Spanish word. I mean, a Spain word. What is a cholo?
I don't know.
Oh.
I think it's the number 4 at Taco Bell. I really thought that would do so well.
That wasn't bad.
Kind of like chalupa.
Yeah, that's a funny word.
Cholupa.
That was big for a while. No one gets those now.
What, chalupas?
Yeah, when they came out, it was like, the chalupa.
Was it? I remember
I grew up in a
double-decker
Taco Bell.
tacos making a big deal.
Yeah, that was big.
You ever have one of those, Carmen?
The tacos?
The double-decker taco.
I had a taconi today.
What's a taconi?
A fish taco?
It sounds like luggage. or a nice stereo.
Oh, yeah.
Doesn't it?
That's right, yeah.
Throw it on the Tacony.
Right.
Come over. I'm having a party. We got a sweet Tacony. And it's just a guy, studio apartment, one light bulb, and a plate with a single fish taco on it. And you're like, I thought it was going to at least be luggage.
Wait.
That's all I have. Was Letterman nice? You did Letterman.
He was really great. Yeah.
Was he really?
Yeah. He's very sweet. He comes right up to you, so his face is like right there, and then it cuts to commercial, and that's it. But he's very cool.
Firm handshake?
Firm handshake, and he holds on.
He held on?
Yeah, and he kissed my hand.
He kissed your hand?
Yeah.
Have you washed it?
Just around the kiss.
That's super exciting. Well, your Letterman was awesome. I encourage people to Google two things:
Thank
Mr.
you.
Bean and then your Letterman. Will you stay the rest of the show? Carmen Lynch, everybody.
Lynch.
Carmen Lynch.
Yeah.
Just move down one seat.
Oh.
Carmen, will you bring out the next guest? It's that one. It's the one after you.
Oh, God. This guy is one of the funniest guys I know in comedy. He's been all over the place. Joe List.
Joe List, everybody. Joe.
What?
You brought me another bottle of white wine? Thank
You
you.
didn't ask me to.
I sure did. Would you put it over there?
Oh.
What is happening? This is the beverage segment.
He brought me a Yoo-hoo.
You got rolled a Yoo-hoo like a hazard in Paperboy.
Wow.
I felt pretty good about that. Hi, Joe. How are you?
I'm doing well. You got some good ass heat, Mark.
Oh. Thank you. I farted.
The stool is warm.
Mark, how is Carmen's ass heat?
Not much. Actually,
No.
colder.
Ladies tend to run cold. Is that true, Carmen?
I don't think so.
Every girl I've known always needs some sort of blanket, comforter. I mean, I hear a lot of women laughing because they're like, if I laugh, I'll heat up. They're so chilly. How are you, Joe? Do you run hot or cold?
Pretty normal, I think. I just wanted to ask a quick... I can't believe you grew up in Boston and learned slurs late in life.
That's a good point.
I learned slurs before I learned cursive. I'm also from Boston.
Yes, you are. That is great.
When do I do the spin,
I've been
by the
doing
way?
spins. I've been doing spins.
We could do a car wash.
I was telling you in the car that you have a real... you were freaking me out with your vibe.
I didn't wear pants in cars. It's the thing I do.
No, but I didn't know this. I was like, I'm getting a real panic vibe from you.
Well, I have a panic disorder, so maybe it's contagious.
That's what I didn't know that.
Yeah. I'm a real nut.
You have a panic disorder.
Yeah, I have panic attack. I haven't had one in like 3 years, but
Really? Why not?
they're pretty terrible. Well, I got a book about it, and
It's just The Road. He just loves that. Just been reading The Road. I don't know. Is he going to make it with that kid? I have no idea. It really calms me down, though. What book did you get?
a bunch of books about anxiety and stuff, and then I realized, well, I had panic attacks. I'd have them all the time, and then I realized that that's a thing. You know how you just need to hear that someone else has it?
Absolutely.
Yeah, and then they were like, oh, those are panic attacks. I have them too. And I was like, oh, okay.
That's
and
my
then I stopped
big
having
thing.
them.
I feel like being alone is the scariest thing. Like the worst part of me when I think about hell, if you go to hell, the worst thing is that you don't get breaks with other people to talk about what's happening.
Right. Right.
It's the isolation. It's like, I'm in the bat room and they got bats eating my ball sack.
Yeah.
And they're like, oh, I was there. That was terrible. And you just get that camaraderie.
Right. Yeah.
I think that might be my heaven, actually.
Yeah. Everyone's all fucked up with the same thing.
So that's the scariest thing about zombie movies, too, is that no one ever believes it. It's like, they're zombies. They're like, yeah, right. And then they're dead. So you had panic attacks, and there was a great comfort in finding out that was a thing?
Yeah, I think that's a lot of things. Like when you have like a rash or something, someone's like, oh, that's, rosacea. And you're like, oh, there's a name for it already. I don't have to worry about it.
Right.
Perfect.
And you, I'm sorry, I'm remembering that I
It's
did
a slow
know.
burn. Jeez. Rosacea, not the joke. I might have a panic attack right here. This is the hottest crowd ever, like 9 minutes ago, and I'm bombing.
No, that rosacea joke, as far as rosacea, I can't even say it, jokes go, that was number one.
I used rosacea stone to learn Spanish. All right. That might not even be a joke. I don't know what that means.
But it only teaches you how to say rash.
Yeah.
It's very fast. Rash, breakout. Anyone have it? Okay. You told me, I'm remembering now, you actually mentioned last night when we did a show together that because I was telling you that one time I dropped a brick on my foot. Mm-hmm. And I was limping, and then I did a set, and I limped up to stage. And I had a good set, and then I walked off the stage. You know what I mean? Like the adrenaline and the act of doing stand-up healed me, or whatever, or got me over it. And then you were saying it healed me.
Is anyone sick here? Want to do 5 minutes? Patch you right up.
That's what we need to go. Just go to hospitals and write 5 tight minutes for them.
Just have an open mic at the cancer ward, and we'll be fine.
Open heart surgery, open something. We'll
Let's
work
go
on
riff
it
for a
later.
few minutes backstage. And we'll come back with a humdinger.
But you were saying you were having a panic attack,
Yeah.
and then
Not
you went on
last night.
stage.
But yeah, years ago I was having a panic attack, and they just started bringing me up, and I was like freaking out and quivering and sweating, and they brought me up. I just had to go out there, and so
It
I
feels
started
like
my
you're-
set like in the fetal position, and like slowly came out and was like, ah, yeah.
Wait,
and then I dove
were
in the crowd.
You were huddled up when you started the show?
Yeah, I was really freaking out and like shaking, and I was all numb, like pins and needles everywhere and stuff. I thought I was having a heart attack, sweating, and then like slowly it went away because I was doing jokes or whatever, and that's how I became Catholic. No, I don't know what that meant.
Wait, are you Catholic?
No, I don't know. What that
Carmen's
meant.
Catholic.
Hey,
I
Carmen.
used to be, yeah.
When did you lose it? When Travis?
When I moved to New York.
When Travis gave you that 902 and orgasm? Okay, we're having fun.
How long did you have that locked and loaded
I
for?
didn't. I
Oh,
want to
really?
be very
Oh, boy.
clear. I was like, how can I ask this funny?
boy.
And old Oyster Bay took me the rest of the way.
Yeah. I have my slur cursive joke written in my back pocket.
Very good. Sorry when it gets academic. Very funny.
Good stuff.
Well, you are one of the funniest people I know. You're super, super funny. We
Oh,
did that
thanks.
show together in New York at the Gramercy.
Yeah, that was a great show.
With Joey DeRosa.
Joey D.
Now, you don't have panic attacks anymore, but you remain a big worrier.
Yeah, I have horrible anxiety. And,
About what? Do you know what it's about?
I think it's hereditary, but I mean, I don't understand people that don't have anxiety. There's cancer, AIDS, death, girls, sex, herpes, cars. I don't know.
Cars.
It's weird when people are just like, nothing bothers me. I'm like, what are you, crazy?
Yeah, that is weird.
That's more fucked up than me. They're like, what are you worried about? I'm worried about everything all at the same time. I'm worried right now about all of you idiots liking me. I don't even know you. I should have called you idiots. I didn't mean idiots. I just mean that I don't know you. That guy's clapping. Thank you, sir.
He's trying to sell helicopter
That guy likes to be
toys.
hit in bed. Because you're clapping at being an idiot. You guys hate me. All right, sorry.
Cars was one of them.
Well, car accidents, you know.
It is. I'll go there with you. Look, here's the thing. Dr. Gary Penn, my therapist, will tell you.
I would love one of those, by the way.
Oh, he's so good.
Yeah.
Here's the thing: is you can't persuade a paranoid person. And I'm not saying you're paranoid, but I'm saying you are, demonstrating some paranoia.
Are you mad at me? Getting a vibe.
Up here, they're going nuts.
Right.
Are you mad at me? Was the funniest thing I've heard in 3 weeks.
I'm regretting both idiots and cars. I don't know why I said either one of them. I'm really sorry.
No, but let's stay with cars, because Dr. Gary Penn would agree with you. Cars, like every time you get in your car, is an opportunity to hit a child or something.
It's
Yes.
Yeah.
I agree.
It's a wild responsibility.
It's a machine. Listen to me. It's a machine made of glass and steel.
Right.
That with some sort of fire combust engine will go speeds of 90 plus.
Right.
And you know what else is out there? Little boys with balls.
Right. Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah. There's little girls with vaginas as well. Also, they can also be hurt by a car.
You should have spun on that one.
But sorry, I forgot.
That was so good.
Thanks.
I meant bouncing red balls in the street.
Right.
But the other thing is you could have an aneurysm at any moment.
Yeah, for sure. Well, the other day I got we were bowling, and we're a lot of fun, and I got a second Coke. I'm trying not to drink, so I'm drinking soda, and then he's like, "You're gonna get diabetes." So then I spent 50 minutes Googling diabetes. It was like a beautiful day, mountain ranges, my phone's roaming, and I had to read about diabetes, and you can't get it from drinking Coke, I don't think.
It really ruined the game.
Yeah. But that's all it takes. Like bird flu, when bird flu came out, I almost killed myself.
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta say, the word bird made the flu less scary to me.
Right. I tried to blow up a bird store. Clearly, I should have said pet store, but you get the point.
It's like
there's no bird
That
stores.
bird store is doing well. How's it staying open?
You were really afraid of bird flu?
Yeah, I was convinced we were all going to get... I'm much better than I was then. Like 5-10 years ago, you could just be like, there's a new thing called fucking shit your pants. And I would go out and...
I think I have
pills.
that.
It
That's why the
sounds,
seat's so warm. Sorry.
it sounds too gentle, bird flu.
Yeah.
That's all a ploy. That's the man trying to keep you down.
Right. Well, yeah.
Do you get flu shots?
No, I don't. Because then someone else told me you shouldn't get flu shots. You should get sick if you keep getting these things that don't cause you to get sick. Then your immune system locks up. I don't know what the fuck to do.
Oh, it's like if you use Purell, you get like the super
Right.
antibodies.
If you get Purell, then you'll just get AIDS or something. I don't know. I have no idea. I'm scared to death.
I'm pretty sure you can, I don't want to add to the problem, give yourself type 2 diabetes from drinking too much Coke.
Yeah, but like
What if you just walked off silently and furiously Googled the rest of the night?
My foot falls off. No, I think you have to drink like an outrageous amount of soda and be overweight, and there's like age and hereditary and all that shit.
Sure.
Yeah, kind of a big waistline or something.
But you just gave up drinking.
Yeah.
And you don't smoke.
No.
And you're not overweight.
No.
Those are the big 3.
Does anyone want to have sex with me? That's a good list. That was a pretty good list.
That's a pretty good Joe list.
Hey! I'm glad you didn't spin.
I did spit a little bit.
All right.
Was that the joke, is that I did spit?
No. What? All right.
Do you really meditate?
I've tried to meditate, but I can't do it. I can't do it. This is a joke from my aunt, but if you have anxiety, you're not able to meditate. Because I sit there for like 3 minutes, and I'm like, my mind just goes off, and I can't do it. But I do yoga, and thank you. You're the one I should have sex with. I think we found it.
Wow.
So yeah, I can't do it.
She's
I'm trying
yelling,
to
yes,
meditate.
don't hump the stage, Mark. She's providing...
What? What did
I can't get over you playing noises of female ecstasy while without looking at it you hump something
Well, there's
inanimate.
no oil. I need oil.
Can we get an oil run to the stage, please? Any oil.
And a couch, please.
Did you ever hump your bed?
I humped my pillow, yeah. That's the first time I ever masturbated was by humping my pillow. I was thinking about Mrs. Byron, my 6th grade English teacher.
Mrs. Byron.
Yeah.
Is she here tonight?
I would imagine she's long dead. She was like... she was 58, and I'm 49 now, so...
Wait, you were masturbating to a 58-year-old woman?
Well, when you're young, everyone seems really old. She was probably 26, but in my mind... And she had a thing that held her glasses on, which made her seem like
I'm picturing
older.
Mrs. Wormwood from Calvin and Hobbes. You dirty dog.
I'm picturing Carmen for some reason.
No, she was little. She was like 4 feet tall, and she was like pillow size. That's why I think I masturbated to it. And then I'd put clothes on my pillow so I could take them off. So it was like I was acting.
Is that real?
Did you really?
You did that too?
Yeah. All right. Boy.
Oh, boy, I'll do you one better, Fatty. I got a whole list of things.
Did you call me fatty?
Yes. Well, you're standing now. I got a better view.
Every girl I would fuck in my fantasy wore a Doors t-shirt. That was fun.
That's so funny.
Sometimes I would paint the nails on one hand red, and then I would...
Oh, my God.
I would start going at it, and I'd go, "Excuse me, honey," and slap this hand, and then go at it.
That can't be true.
That is the greatest thing we've ever heard on these shows. You used to make one of your hands a lady hand.
Oh, yeah.
And the best part is you would start yourself.
Yes.
Then the lady hand would go, "Excuse me, honey."
In a southern accent.
And then resume.
Yes. And
Which hand cleaned up?
the right hand cleaned and made me a sandwich.
That's
where I lose you? Jesus Christ.
Oh, God.
It's a joke.
Joe, will you stay out for the rest of the show?
I'd love to stay on for the rest of the show.
Yes, just move down one seat and bring out the next guest for
Do
me.
they move
will
too,
you?
or
Joe List, everybody. Joe List. God, you're so funny. That's the next guest. Would you bring him out?
Oh, I bring him on? Oh, okay. This is exciting. The next guest is one of my favorite guys, good friend of mine. He's been on Craig Ferguson, and he's from Canada originally, and his name is Phil Hanley.
Phil Hanley.
I don't get a hello?
Phil.
Yeah, Jesus. Hey, how are you? My God.
Hi, Phil.
Hey, how's it going, Pete? Cheers, buddy. Cheers.
Nice to see you. Have a seat.
Is it nice to see me?
It's always nice to see you.
Okay. I felt, and I don't want to start this too sensitive. Sorry to interrupt, guys. I felt that you were the least enthusiastic about me being on the show.
Why?
Out of all these guys, I don't know. I just feel weird, and I'm a huge fan of yours.
Are you brongering
Mostly your
me?
old stuff, but I'm a huge fan. I'm a huge fan, and I felt that's why.
Well, we know each other the least.
I see. For me, as a Canadian, when I meet someone that I don't know, I get excited because I think, well, there's going to be a new friend. But apparently, you didn't have that attitude when it came to me.
You have a stranger's just a friend you haven't met thing.
Yeah, well, that's my shirt. Yeah,
That's your shirt?
I have a shirt and an apron.
You know that's weird is that you told me today that you always wear the same thing on stage.
That's true. I try to get dressed up, make a bit of an effort. You guys don't have to, but I try to make an effort.
But always the same thing.
Which is like various of the same thing, but generally, yeah, I wear like a sweater and a
Because-
shirt, custom-made shirt and a cashmere sweater. It's just it's the bracket I'm in.
A custom.
It's the income bracket I'm in. It just seems appropriate.
You wear a custom-made shirt?
Yeah, because I'm quite, and this isn't a slam, but I'm quite fit, quite thin.
Wait, why would you say that?
I'm just kidding, because didn't Mark say something? Mark called you something.
He did just call me fatty.
Yeah, that offended me.
Well, you used to be a model. You told me that. You said that you've never really talked about that.
No,
but
I've never really discussed it.
It's not a joke. He used to be a
No,
model.
of course it's not a joke. They're looking at me. Jesus, you can be very hurtful.
Were you a hand model? Because Mark could have used you.
What kind of model? Hand.
I do some modeling on the news when they're doing like an obesity thing. They cut my head out. They'll get me like getting a hot dog or something. That sort of thing. I don't feel like I'm quite fat enough to have that be really
No,
funny.
I don't think so at all.
Oh, I feel good. Don't worry about. Don't worry about it.
Okay. Oh, were you looking at my?
At your dick?
Yeah.
I have to imagine it can't be that big.
Wow. Jesus.
I mean, it's not every day that the Lord deals a full house.
No, but it was on my birthday.
I don't know why we're not all celebrating that.
I'm not sure. A lot of ladies have celebrated it.
What? How did?
I'm still trying to figure out why my hand model didn't get more. I thought that was really something.
What do you mean? That's fantastic.
Oh, Norman, about the thing. Was that a real thing with the nail polish?
Oh, yeah.
Wow, that's something you shouldn't really say into a microphone.
Well, you know.
Have you ever jerked off?
I have, but I've never discussed it as much as you guys discussed it so far.
We've
on
talked
this
about
show.
it a lot.
Yeah.
Well, Carmen used to cover her face for fear of the Lord.
Yeah.
Still does.
Not so much.
Not so much?
No, the face can be out now.
You're more in love with God so you can look at each other?
I just don't go to church, so I don't care anymore. It's okay.
I understand. You modeled. Can you show us your modeling face? Your modeling face?
You're looking at it.
No, I mean,
I was very uncomfortable the whole time. I wasn't comfortable.
that sounds like a model.
Yeah. No, I think models are quite. The other guys were like They were. First off, I should point out this was like years ago. I used to be quite skinny, and they were more. They were like proud, and I felt embarrassed. But I'm dyslexic, and I wasn't able to go. All my friends went to university, and I have trouble reading, so I wasn't. It was. I had an opportunity, and I took it, Pete. It's the Canadian way.
Because you realize beauty is the same forwards and backwards. Is that what you're saying?
Wow. Just so you know, dyslexia is a disability.
What are you, Theo?
What is that? Was that a racial slur? What is Theo? That was a.
You're giving me the speech that Theo gave the Cosby Show.
Oh, right. Oh, it's a little before my time, Pete.
Really? Because you look older than me.
The word's rugged. The word is rugged. I do look more rugged.
Do you live in flavor country? Where do you come from?
What's flavor country?
Jesus Christ! You're gonna
is that an American thing? Flavor country?
Marlboro.
Oh, Marlboro. Oh,
Yeah.
okay. All right. We don't have Yoo-hoo in Canada either. Whoever said Yoo-hoo. Yeah.
Wow.
Sorry,
Oh,
guys.
Still worked.
And I guess considering.
So please tell me about dyslexia. That joke was probably, stock and obvious. Tell us what it's really about.
I can't, like if like you or like a normal person, you would look at a sign or a word you've never seen before, you'd immediately be able to sound it out. I don't have that ability. So
it jumbles it.
Yeah, totally. So any word I know is a word that I have memorized.
Is that right?
Yep, totally.
So still to this day, if you see a new word, it'll be a complete mystery?
A total mystery.
Is that right?
Absolutely. Yeah, like street signs and stuff like that. It's terrible. That was the one. When you were talking about the full house. That's the one drawback. So
That's
That's
why I'm
the
afraid
one-
of cars.
yeah.
That's why you're afraid of cars.
Because some people can't read street signs, was the joke.
Oh, right.
It's true. I'm not a great driver. For that thing, I'm like struggling sounding out words.
I'm not trying to be callous. It's a little weird that you're allowed to drive.
Good point.
I mean,
That came across as so callous.
But you know all the words, slow down, all the. It's not
but more like specifically like street signs and stuff like that.
Yeah, exactly.
Like a street name that I wouldn't know.
What about a GPS? Because it reads it out loud.
I do have a GPS and it helped a lot.
Okay. What's something that we non-dyslexics should stop doing?
I would say number one would probably be bringing it up on podcasts.
Glazer accuracy.
The Theo thing seemed a little cruel. I know my friend Lady Hands, Mark Norman.
Lady Hand.
He can be. You're a little bit insensitive when I misspell a text.
Oh, yeah, it's brutal.
Yeah.
Can't understand you. It's like a ransom note.
That's the worst.
It's crazy. I think you're hammered at 11 a.m. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah. It's true. That's because after school it was like fine, and then all of a sudden now you have to text. You have to text someone before you get to make love to them.
Yes.
And it's
sexy texts.
Yeah. Well, not even sex. Like I wouldn't even imagine.
Oh, yeah, that would be bad.
It's more like it's like the first kind of the beginning of the word, the beginning of like Wheel of Fortune when I text somebody. A lot of they just guess. There's a lot of guessing involved.
A lot of your texts are just RSTLNE.
That, yeah.
At least you could text boob. Boob.
Does that happen to you? Do you what?
Boob is forwards and backwards.
It's like a calculator.
Yeah.
Remember that? Boobs?
Oh,
I keep waiting for like
boob.
slime to come down and hit me when I hit up a bomb.
Yeah, where's the trap door here?
Has that gotten you into trouble misspelling things?
Absolutely, yeah. Yeah. I recently texted a girl and said, it was a first date, and I texted her, I meant to say I'll be there in a sec, and I texted I'll be there in sex, and she texted me back and said, take your time with both.
It's fun.
See, that's the plight of the good-looking man. I say I'll be there in a sex. I get a knock on the door from the police.
Yep. I can see that.
People just want to come in and measure your jawline. You look like Daniel Day-Lewis in Last of the Mohicans.
Really?
I feel like we're conducting this interview from behind a waterfall.
That would mean so much to Daniel Day-Lewis.
I don't want you to feel like I wasn't excited to have you on the show. You're a thrill.
Oh, thank you.
Do people say that to other people? You're a thrill?
I get it a lot, but I don't think most...
Do girls check you out a lot on the street? Do you notice that?
No, I don't. I'm concentrating on the road signs.
See, I'm pausing longer because the people listening at home are still laughing. There's a second burst of laughter.
Oh, God, yeah.
You talking about my boob joke? Thank you.
Just so good. Just a fillet.
F-I-L-E. I'm sorry.
Ah, sorry.
Ah, shit, sorry.
What?
Ruined both. Nothing.
They made a spelling joke. Well, not a joke, but they did a spelling thing.
Ah.
A lot of your comedy is about living with your parents. Do you still live with your parents?
I did live with my parents. I ran away from home when I was 29. But no, now I live in New York City. That's how I know these guys.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah, I told you that, but you weren't really listening.
What?
In the van. No, I do. I did. Remember, because I moved to New York just as you left.
Oh, that's right. That's
Yeah.
the first thing you said to me.
Yep.
Shit.
Yeah, it's okay.
I was just blinded by your dazzling good looks. When did you shave last? Do you time that?
No, I don't.
Just for those of you listening, he's got a perfect 5 o'clock shadow.
And I'm single, so it's like it's like the killer combo. I shaved 3 days ago. I'm virile.
You're Vera?
Virile.
You're an Indian woman named Vera?
If I wanted to, I could impregnate you.
You're saying you could blow a baby?
Isn't that what virile means?
Yeah, virile. But
Is that right?
Yeah, no, you're virile.
Okay, cool.
Well, Shane Moss taught us on the podcast that a square jaw like yours means you have higher levels of testosterone, which actually is a poison. So you should be dead.
Oh.
But the fact that you're not suggests that you're a strong person and probably a very virile lover.
Oh, okay. Okay, so you take back that thing when you were looking at my crotch?
It's a pretty good bulge.
Thanks. I'm going to put that in my bio.
You ever see your erection in the mirror? It's a weird moment.
It's breathtaking, yeah.
I don't have a follow-up question. That was hilarious. It's breathtaking. Will you stay the rest of the show?
I would love to. You seem a little more enthusiastic about me being around now. It means a lot to me, Pete.
Do you really listen to the show?
WTF?
There it was.
Holy shit. Get out of here, Phil!
Right.
Phil Hanley, everybody, clap for Phil! That was awesome. Jesus Christ. Just move down one. And we have one final guest. What a great group so far. And I can't think of a better way to end it than with my friend, Andy Kindler, everybody! Andy Kindler! Andy Kindler!
Is this mine?
That's yours.
I
my
have
friend.
some notes.
You have notes?
Yeah. Because well, first of all, you really pulled out one of the stops with this, didn't you? Wow.
With the sign?
Where you going, Phil? I'm sorry, I got another. Oh, okay. Well, I was going to talk about it, but you got to go. But feel bad as you leave. No, that's cool. You did your thing.
Big time.
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you wanted Phil.
Yeah, hurry up to your next. I heard it was tomorrow night, your next show. Unbelievable.
He sounds like the guy that's fucking Betty Draper in season 3.
What do you? Is it, every
You know what I'm
reference
talking about?
of yours sounds like you're talking about an Archie comic. He looks like the guy who won't give Jughead
the bag of hamburgers.
Exactly, that's Wimpy. Now look, are you fucking kidding me?
I didn't
gonna
schedule it.
The two things I was going to talk about were you. Go ahead, Joe. No.
Listen to the show.
Oh yeah, that's right. You'll be the only one. Now,
Probably done too.
we're not doing comedy now. What are we doing? Why would he?
Feels weird.
All right, here's two things.
Hold on, you guys have to move down if you're going to stay.
No. You guys should just.
Are you also leaving?
Yeah, go. I think both of you should go.
Really?
This is the worst thing that's ever happened to me
go?
in my entire life. This is the worst.
This feels weird.
And what's the final part? Me and
we go?
Holmes on stage.
We're good?
It's not like it's a special
All right,
treat.
Move down. All right.
All right, they are staying. Mark and Carmen are
No,
staying.
don't stay for guilt reasons. This is like the worst Mike Douglas show I ever saw. If anybody gets that reference and they don't. Look, I found the perfect job for you. Here's what the job is. The guy who hosts a show, you have no empathy at all, and you host a show. Because this is what you're like. You're totally skeptical. What? You have panic? I don't know. You actually said to Joe, I felt lonely once. Have you never heard of people having a What? You can't read properly? Why just host a whole show? What? You have no feeling from your waist down? Should you be allowed to circulate? That's right. He's against the people like that. All right. So that's what I noticed about you, Pete. Don't look at my crotch.
Oh, Andy.
Now, don't you know that people have panic attacks? Don't you know that people... I know. Here's the thing about it. I can answer his question about dyslexia. What people shouldn't do, and this happens to be a pet peeve of mine.
Do you have dyslexia?
No, I don't. But my sister is an educator. She's a brilliant woman. She was an educator for 25 years. And this is a big pet peeve of mine, is when people make fun online of people's spelling. Because spelling has nothing to do with intelligence. It's you either can spell or you can't spell. And people who can't spell can improve it to a certain degree. And people who are dyslexic and who are so dyslexic can't even use spell check. So any of you people out there going, you spelled that wrong, you forgot to put an apostrophe. You're bad people. Stop making fun of spelling. Spelling doesn't count. C-U-N-T. Look, that was a mistake.
You've never made fun of somebody for not using...
I've never said C-U-N-T in my whole life.
You've never said the cunt word?
I did once on an HBO thing.
You did?
In 1992, I did an impression of an old, washed-up comedian, and I agonized about it for months because I don't go blue. I'm not like Louis C.K. Every joke ends up as colon coming out of his... Everything
You're the only one
who was stupid enough
to shit
take on Louis C.K. Just because I've said things like there's more laughs in 1 minute of Portlandia than in the second season of Louis C.K., just because of statements like that, I'm the bad guy?
What is your problem? Too artsy?
No,
You made an interesting point that a lot of his stuff, if another comedian was doing it, would be kind of just like dirty.
I don't think I did say that. No, I said that he does the little gratuitous, he goes gratuitously dirty sometimes. I'm sorry, I made fun of Jesus. He's Jesus. Lucky Louie was a tribute to the honeymooners, even. People like that show now. In retrospect.
I like this
Lucky
show.
Louie?
No, the honeymooners.
Oh, you won't go up top? You're too handsome to go up top.
I would have
look like
dropped
you.
my wine to high five.
What's
you.
that?
We look alike.
You are so much more handsome than me that I am
Well,
attracted to. Not to you so much. You are going to age poorly. That's all I'm telling you. This looks so cute now.
You are.
At 60 years old. At 60 years old with the wine glass doing the Jerry Lewis spin, not going to be so attractive. You did the Jerry Lewis spin.
I didn't know he did that.
I'm not saying you stole it.
Yes, you are. How dare you?
Dear Andy, I was insulted last night. No, Jerry Lewis had a show. If anyone's seen this, have you seen it? It was a summer replacement show.
What
it was
library do we have to go to see this?
That's not funny. My father was killed in the library. Made that up. No, we had a summer replacement show. I worked the room. I don't even make eye contact with you. Worked the room.
Your father was killed in the library.
I already said it. I don't think saying it at 4 octaves higher helped. He had people don't know from Jerry Lewis. These people. Either I'm getting older or the crowds are like 12 now, right? What is this? A youth group? What is this?
Is this the ball pit?
Yeah. What is this? What would be even younger than a youth group? What is this? A Jokes for Toddlers convention? Doesn't make sense. Jerry Lewis, he had a summer replacement show. It was 6 episodes, and it was the greatest thing if you ever had a chance to see it. You seen it?
No.
Charlie Callis was his. Anybody remember Charlie Callis? Who? Did you ever remember black and white TV? Charlie Callis was a comedian who used to do this. I was walking down with a, and then I went down to the, and then I said to the. I'm not saying it was funny. I'm just saying that's what they did.
There's one guy.
Who knows Charlie Callis?
He's got a walker back there. You see him?
All right, so
Jeez, like hang
so
on with
he hosted the show.
this guy.
So the guy's doing Baron Vaughn.
So what? So you guys doing what?
Baron Vaughn. It was very funny.
Sit inside.
I don't know the young
Inside.
comics.
He does a lot of sounds. He's funny.
I don't know.
He's very, very funny.
before,
Funny guy.
You
Craig
know
Shoemaker.
Baron.
Anything past Craig Shoemaker.
The Love Man.
He is not the love man.
maker.
The love
See,
man.
Sorry.
Ooh.
Very touchy.
I thought I could just grab a woman after the initial things.
No reach toward old age is badly.
I'm seriously. Your face will not. Somehow your face will look boyish, while everything else goes south.
Yeah. Have you gotten Tilda Swinton?
Tilda Swinton. He got you with Tilda Swinton. That hurt so much his hairpiece moved.
This guy, huh? This guy's like a rabbi on meth.
On steroids, from hell, with an attitude. We're all going to end up on a Carnival Cruise Line, aren't we? Hey, that was my bag. All right, that's not my bag, literally.
Will you do?
That's
Luckily,
not
the
bad.
comedians, I'm sure, have the best rooms on the ship.
You are so inside. I love it.
In a lower unit. So anyway, Jerry Lewis, and he hosts the show.
Yes.
And Charlie Callis used to do a bit about and then Jerry Lewis was in one of those chairs that slides. What are those like with
A wheelchair.
Yeah, no. You're right. Every once in a while, he gets going. No, it was like it's like an office. It was like a Herman Aron chair of an early version. So every time anybody would say something funny, Jerry Lewis would go, ah! And he would go backwards like 25 feet. But one time he says, this was the worst thing he ever did. He goes, Charlie Callis has the funniest bit you will ever see in your entire life. Wait till you people see this, you will be laughing. He just builds this whole bit up, and then Charlie Callis just bombs. I went down to the and then down to the burp.
It's hard to bomb when you do sounds like that.
Not for that night, it wasn't.
There's no way to phone it in when you got to commit to those noises.
Phone it in later. I add literally to everything now. It's hilarious.
That's one of your
Literally.
things. That's one of your things.
I have only two
You
things.
also have two examples, and then you say, and then a third thing.
And then the third example of that, and then the kicker. Something funny, something funnier than the kicker.
Right. Like,
What, have these people never seen a show? What are these people... To me, I'm not happy unless the crowd is fainting. And they're like, I can't take it.
will you do stand-up comedy, the musical?
Yeah.
Do it.
I wrote this many, many years ago with my friend Christine. Oh, man, I forgot Christine's... Oh, it's terrible. I forgot Christine's last name. We were sitting around in Seattle, and we just wrote this stand-up the musical, and it was all stuff like, I don't have to sing that well because I'm the neighbor's wife. The opener's been coughing, the middle's got the flu, the headliner got a series. Tell me, what are we gonna do? Call a juggler, he can be here in a minute. Any juggler, even with a 3-ball limit, the crowd will start to cheer as he throws those balls into the stratosphere. And then Carmen goes out, I'm a funny lady. And then there's a guy sweeping up who looks, but I can't get a break. He was a hack. He had every premise in his act. I felt, this one no one will look at. I fell in love with the middle. Anything?
Is this Sid Caesar?
No, there used to be 3 acts on a bill. You've heard this, right? Opening act, middle act, headliner?
Yeah, sure.
Back
yeah.
in the 80s.
Yeah.
I fell in love with the middle. If you fall in love with the middle, you better hope that he headlines one day. This was a comedy condo. I'm sleeping on the couch again. My back is going ouch again.
So, Andy, when did you lose your virginity?
Guys, back me up on this. Ladies, take a breather. Guys, back me up on this. Ladies, take a breather. Why do the women go to the bathroom in pairs? Christina Hall, that was her name. Sorry.
Boy.
He asked for it.
Oh, yeah.
I loved it. I loved it every day.
Every day? We're coming back every day to do it? What's up with this guy? See, I'm the guy who doesn't get you're supposed to not hide it from him. This guy's a fucking...
It's a podcast.
Really? Because I'm surprised you're not filming it. This would be so visual. You can see the line of chairs show? And then 2 people had to leave? Are you looking at a fake watch to get rid of me? Wow, Andy, if I was wearing a watch, whew, I would imagine it would be getting late.
I understand your dad used to walk to school with Don Rickles.
My dad used to walk, in my day, we had to walk 20 miles to get the setup, and then we had to walk 30 miles back home to get the punchline. But what you're saying is a true story, Pete Holmes. My father was best friends with Don Rickles when he was a kid. This is a true story. They're the same age, 86 years old. How's that possible? You're 25, Andy. And so that gets bigger laugh every year. That guy's 70. So I met Don Rickles at the American... I'm sure you're teeing up the story. I met Don Rickles at the American Comedy Awards several years ago, and my father used to walk back and forth with him for 2 years. So I said, Mr. Rickles, my dad, Larry Kindler, used to go to school with you when you were a kid in Jackson Heights, your best friends. And he said to me? Great, tell Larry we'll have lunch. Right? So then 2 weeks later, I got to work with Don Rickles, because Comedy Central shot some image spots. Yeah, don't listen to me. Shot some image spots. And I'm sitting there for 2 hours with Don Rickles. And finally, I say to him, what are you? There's no other guest. What are you looking at that for? So maybe I'll look over here. I'll get through the story. So I see him 2 weeks later. I said, Mr. Rickles, I bet you 2 weeks ago, my dad, Larry Kindler, he really went to school with you, and you walked back and forth for 2 years. He goes, yeah, I remember he had a blue jacket. And then 3 weeks later, he sent an 8x10 to my dad and an 8x10 to me. And the 8x10 to my dad said, Dear Larry, have a ball. And then, Dear Andy, don't call me. It's a true story, and not like your fake stories.
How dare you?
How dare you?
You want to be loved just like all of us.
People,
I don't know why that got a groan. I'm just saying you're prickly and you love sharpshooting.
No, you tell the truth. You're not like Verbiglia. No, I'm kidding. Some of those things sound outlandish.
Which ones?
I don't know. Every third fact he says.
You mean in my stand-up?
No, not you. Verbiglia. He always has these crazy tangents. No, you're right from the heart, baby.
I thought you were going to go, you're Mike Birbiglia, right?
You are Mike Birbiglia. You're not Mike Birbiglia? Is that your Alzheimer's bit?
It's T.J. Miller, actually.
He is T.J. Miller, right?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, Denver!
Jeez.
Maybe you'll get into impressions and things will pick up.
Let's do the speed round. It's supposed to be with all the guests.
Yeah, why did everyone go? You guys, why were you wanting to bail so quickly?
I'm here. We're here.
We're here. We have a show.
No, but when is your show, though? Because I feel terrible now.
It started like 30 minutes
already.
ago.
Can you do the speed round?
Yeah.
I feel like we can do the speed round.
Speed round.
Boy, is everyone excited now that we know these two have to go, and you left about 4 minutes into the show. You're half in the cups.
Andy, do you remember the hardest time you've ever laughed? What, you have a good one, Mark?
No, I don't know that.
You don't know one?
No, I'll think of something.
I have often hyperventilated from laughing so
really?
hard. Yeah.
Do you remember? It doesn't have to be the hardest time. When was a time that you laughed really, really hard? In fact, I'll put it to anyone who has it.
When I heard you had a show going in on PBS or something. I don't know. No, but I know that. I know what. How about you? Turn the tables, baby.
No, I've already answered it on the show. It's stupid.
Why?
Mine is stupid.
Was it at Lisa Lampanelli's act? And you feel guilty? When she said she called a guy in the audience a slanty-eyed guy. That's what she does, folks. Yell at her. She doesn't even try to.
I feel like all of comedy is a civilization, and you're the guy on the street going like, "It's gonna end."
You think at Lisa Lampanelli is civilization?
No. I'm right next to you, peeing in a corner. Okay, second speed round. Everyone has an answer to this. What kind of soap do you use? Andy Kindler.
I use Ivory soap, 99.1 That's another thing. But I use Ivory.
99.44.
Yeah, but I use
You want
Ivory.
to clean as real as ivory. Nothing less, nothing more.
What is this? Was that a paid tweet?
Rob Delaney for Klondike. Mark Norman.
I use hotel soaps. I keep them.
That's great.
Wow.
Yeah.
That is horrible. You know that old Seinfeld joke?
That's a great joke.
Tell it.
Ah, jeez.
You don't like telling jokes? I'll do it.
I use a tiny soap that makes my muscles look huge.
Yeah. I like to pretend it's regular soap and my muscles are huge.
Oh, that's it.
Why do
There
you have to correct him? You asked rude.
This is my manager.
Feel my guns. Feel those guns, baby.
Wow, it's not bad for a Jewish lady. There you go. All right. All right.
Fucking Paul Simon over here,
that was
lasers in
great.
the jungle.
If I just didn't have an operation, I'd laugh harder.
Carmen,
Anything fruity.
you love a fruity soap?
Yeah.
Which is your favorite of the fruits?
Grapefruit.
You love, good choice.
With the beads, anything with the beads. It's really girly.
Beads?
The beads, the micro beads.
I think we're talking about the same type of soap, and I love that soap.
This is going to be your favorite, when people vote, the favorite subject you ever brought up on the podcast. Remember the time we asked everybody about soap? That's when we knew it was ending. No, I don't. How about the oatmeal? I don't like the oatmeal kind. Do you? Where it rubs off.
Oh, that's good.
You like that?
I like the oatmeal.
Oh, it's abrasive. What do they call that? When they, what's that called? Exfoliant?
Exfoliating.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
I like a good St. Ives to exfoliate. If you exfoliate before you shave, it'll change your life.
I've heard about that.
You should do
I
that.
have rosacea, though, so that's different. Why am I pointing there? It's not
You have
there.
rosacea?
I do. I have every single thing that you mentioned today. I've had panic attacks, but I'm not dyslexic.
All right. Second part of the speed round.
He's so annoyed with me.
I am not. Do
I know.
seem
I'm
at
annoyed
all?
with me, and I'm projecting it.
You look like Dolph Lundgren's therapist.
How does that register? How does that? Is that from a
I
movie?
think he's going to say Dolph Lundgren, then he adds.
Oh, therapist. I like that. That's how comedy works.
Try it.
This is why I never get any acting parts. I can't even pull that off.
All right. God? Is there a God?
Yes, I believe there is a God.
Which one?
You know why I believe there's a God? Because, well, sometimes I do believe that there's a God, and I hope that he gets Bill Maher one day.
You mean gets him like aggressively?
Yeah, and I don't know why I would, send him to hell or something like that. Yeah, I believe in God, but I believe that atheists and fundamentalists are the only people who take the Bible literally. Like when you hear Bill Maher, he's like, "Oh, you really think that the Bible's literal?" No, Bill Maher. Nobody past age 12 thinks the Bible is literal. That doesn't mean there's no God, you idiot.
I can't believe we're not all freaking out right now, because I am. That's fantastic. You're right. It's when people use the really? New rule. There's no old man in the sky.
No. I used to have a joke. I hope there is an old man in the sky. And then when the atheist gets up there, he goes, "Surprised hotshot." I'm an old man who lives in the clouds. What are you going to do now?
You think that the Bible is a metaphor pointing us towards the greater truth?
Like anything. And people goes, "That crazy." And Bill Maher claims that Muslims are worse than other religious groups. That's called racism and prejudice. If that's not TV, it's racism. And he always points to the Quran. Nobody reads. First of all, they're translations. How do you know what the original one was? And Muhammad didn't write the Quran. Jesus didn't write the New Testament.
Right.
Moses didn't exist.
I like that you really sold out your own people.
Well, Lenny Bruce used to talk about that's why a religion is hard for Jews, because he always was jealous of Christians because they had something, that they could relate to as a kid. A man, Jesus, whereas we were like, we're nice people and we're very righteous, and we suffered.
They're running out of time, so tell me if there's a God real quick.
It used to be the man on the throne with the long hair, but I don't know. I feel like it's my dad now. He's really religious. He's always talking about heaven and how beautiful it is. It's really weird. I don't know.
Wait, he's just guessing how beautiful heaven is?
No,
or-
he knows it's beautiful. He knows it's a beautiful place. He knows who he's going to see there.
Is he drifting in and out between this world and the next?
Possibly close to, I don't know, close to Alzheimer's. I don't know, but he believes in heaven.
What do you believe? Dead over? I know you have to go.
I don't know what's out there. I kind of don't think there is one.
No God. That's okay. You're in a safe place. Don't worry about that. That's fine. That's a wonderful answer. No God.
Yeah.
Good. Okay, Mark Norman?
Big atheist.
Really?
What am I, an idiot? Come on.
This is exactly what I'm talking about.
Well, I'm
This is
not.
exactly what I'm talking about. These atheists think they're smarter.
No, I don't think that at all. You're
Well, what
putting
do you
words
think-
into my mouth.
well,
I don't.
why-
All that Bill Maher stuff, I don't agree with. I just don't care about any of it. It's
Well, that's
stupid.
different. That's different.
Yeah, I don't listen to any of it.
But you don't have
that's
any
the beauty of being an
spiritual
atheist.
you don't ever get a
I'm
feeling
very
spiritual?
spiritual and all that. I
Well,
like
that's what
all that
God
stuff.
is.
No. Don't
God,
put God
why
on
do
my
you-
shit.
No, that's what the word means. Not the word means Yah. Like in Hebrew, it means Yahweh. Yahweh. I am that I am.
Right.
Purposely, the word means nothing,
Well-
so that you can fill it in.
I don't need all that.
I know you don't, because you're a handsome man and you're going to score.
Oh, come on. That's nothing to do with anything.
I know
I'm
it's
just,
mean. It's mean. I'm judging
That's not
you
mean. It was actually a
superficially
compliment.
that you're handsome. You're very attractive too, and I'm an old Jew.
You're a good-looking guy. You got a
Who
full head of
believes in
hair.
God?
You're all
I have
black.
a nice head of hair. Let's not kid
Yeah.
ourselves.
So not dead over, nothing judging?
Yeah, no judging. I just you live. You do good things. You
Yeah.
don't- why do you need rules? You just be a good person.
New rules.
God was the original Bill Maher. New rule. Don't
Exactly.
covet your neighbor's wife.
That's why he's so bitter, right?
This is a great show, everybody. Thank you so much, Carl.
Holmes.
Mark Norman, Andy Kindler, everybody.
Holmes.
The other guests who left, thank you so much. Oh, you got to say keep it crispy when you say keep it crispy. Just say it.
Keep it what?
Crispy.
Keep it crispy.
Mark?
Yeah, I hate when people don't do it. What is that about?
I don't know, Chelsea.
Yeah, right.
Chelsea
right.
Peretti or Handler?
Yeah, Chelsea Peretti.
All right, I gotta go.
You got to say it.
No, I said keep it crispy.
All right, keep it crispy, everybody.
Yeah.
That's it? Keep it crispy.
Yes. And the crowd, 1, 2, 3.
Keep it.
Thank you, everybody. Good night. I'll come out and say hi if you want to say hi. Thank you, everybody.
Now leaving Nerdist.com.